I
Was
signed
it
two
only
NDAs
unplugged?
in my life.
Okay.
Both of them were with Mr. Carter.
How you feel about Jaguar Wright lately?
It looked like she backpedaling. It looked like, Jay got some expensive lawyers. And believe me, one thing about people don't know about lawsuits are expensive. Jay just opened up the checkbook and was like, go get her. And now she's backpedaling. She's saying now that Jay didn't do these things to her.
Jay-Z wants me broken, stopped, or under his control. And it ain't gonna happen, Sean. I'm never gonna be under your control.
What people have heard me say a lot is, if I'm lying, sue me. Wanna know what? Ain't nobody sue me. You cannot sue someone for telling the truth.
That we're gonna discuss here in a minute. He said he ain't talked to Jaguar, he don't know Jaguar, ain't seen Jaguar, wouldn't know if he saw her on the street. And he is not representing no Jaguar. Nobody's representing Jaguar. The only person that needs to represent Jaguar is a lawyer to get her committed and get a 5150 placed on her ass. That's the only thing that they need.
Jaguar Wright is back in the spotlight and things are getting messy. If you've followed her over the years, you know she's spent a lot of time calling out Jay-Z with some heavy accusations. She's claimed he did some really dark things to her, including assault and even trying to harm her life. Her whole reputation has been built on exposing the industry, with Jay-Z often at the center of her stories. But here's the curveball. Jaguar now says she signed 2 NDAs with Jay-Z. And the real kicker, she's backing away from some of those serious claims she's made in the past. Fans are left scratching their heads, wondering what's really true and what's not. Is this a plot twist no one saw coming, or just more drama in her ongoing saga? Jaguar Wright is back in the spotlight and things are getting wild. For years, she's been calling out Jay-Z, accusing him of everything from shady industry moves to serious crimes, even saying he was involved in the death of her son. But now, out of nowhere, Jaguar is claiming she never accused Jay-Z of those terrible things, even though there are videos of her saying exactly that. Instead of explaining these big contradictions, she's attacking other creators who have been covering her story. Naturally, fans are confused and all sorts of theories are flying around. Some people think this just proves Jaguar isn't someone you can trust, pointing to her past messy behavior and questioning her mental health. But others believe something deeper is going on, suggesting that Jay-Z's legal team might have stepped in, reminding Jaguar to stop talking about him. NDAs are serious, especially in the music industry, but if a crime was actually committed, those NDAs wouldn't stop the truth from coming out. And then there's Jaguar's behavior. 1 minute she's exposing people and spilling secrets, and the next she's walking it all back. Fans are left wondering, is she being quiet now because of pressure, or has she been lying all along? Jaguar's years of calling out Jay-Z and accusing him of everything from being shady to being involved in her son's death have definitely caught people's attention. But now it seems like her story is unraveling, and no one knows what to believe. Is it about business, personal grudges, or something more? Whatever the truth is, Jaguar Wright has everyone talking, and it's clear this saga is far from over. Jaguar Wright has shared some deeply personal and painful stories, especially about the loss of her son. She has claimed that Jay-Z was involved in targeting her son, even suggesting that his death was a result of a larger conspiracy. According to Jaguar, her son was just starting his career, working on his EP, and she had even bought a house in Philadelphia for him to avoid signing with a major label because she knew what it would lead to. She says he interned at Rock Nation, and that's when they allegedly approached him, asking him to sacrifice her. Jaguar believes that she saw her son's death coming when he was just 19 years old and moved to Philadelphia in an attempt to protect him. But despite her efforts, she claims they took him anyway. Jaguar's son's death is the driving force behind everything she does now. She says it's the reason she speaks out and exposes what she believes to be dark forces within the industry. This tragic loss, she insists, didn't end with his passing, and she's determined to keep his memory alive through her activism. In October, she shared more details about this ongoing journey. Jaguar Wright appeared on the Piers Morgan Uncensored show, and what she said has got people talking. She didn't just talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce. She dropped some serious claims, even suggesting that Jay-Z might be worse than Diddy. Jaguar went further, saying she personally knows multiple victims who are ready to speak out against both Jay-Z and Beyonce. What's even more shocking, she didn't use the word allegedly once when talking about the Carters. When asked how many victims could be involved, Jaguar didn't hold back. Thousands, she said. I've spoken to hundreds, and I'm still dealing with some of them myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about what Mr. Carter has done to them. And his wife, too. These are huge claims, and Jaguar seems confident in the story she's heard. But what's the truth behind all of this? Are these victims ready to step forward? And what will it mean if they do? It's clear that this story is far from over, and people are eager to know what happens next. Jaguar Wright didn't hold back during her interview, making some seriously shocking comments about Jay-Z and Beyonce. She called them a nasty little couple and accused them of doing nasty things. She even brought up the case with Kim, implying that people were being kept against their will and put on planes while unconscious, just like Aaliyah was before her tragic flight. According to Jaguar, there are a lot of dark secrets people aren't willing to talk about. She went on to say, Jay-Z and Beyonce aren't here to respond to that, unfortunately, before adding, I'm just being honest. But what happened next is even more interesting. This part of the interview was later removed. Why? Because Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyers reportedly sent a cease and desist, stepping in to stop the comments from going public. It's clear that Jaguar's words are stirring up some serious controversy, but the real question is what's going to happen next? After Jaguar Wright made those shocking claims, Piers Morgan didn't stay quiet. He issued a public apology saying that everything Jaguar said was completely false and had no real evidence behind it. But did that stop Jaguar? Not at all. When she appeared on another interview with Real Life Productions, she stood by everything she said and even got more intense about it. She suggested that the reason Jay-Z and Beyonce only reached out to Piers Morgan and not her was because they knew she was telling the truth. Jaguar wasn't holding back. She made it clear that she's not afraid to speak out. And even though the Carters weren't there to defend themselves, she's sticking to her story. World. Do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce will ever address any of this? So far, they've stayed quiet, even as Jaguar Wright's claims continue to cause a stir. She's losing followers by the thousands, yet she's still acting like everything's perfect, posting pictures of her life in Paris. But should she even be speaking out? Probably not, especially since she might face legal trouble for some of the things she's saying. Still, Jaguar isn't backing down. She's accused both Diddy and Jay-Z of being criminals, and she's not letting up. After her interview with Piers Morgan, Jaguar kept going, doubling down on everything she's said. She clearly believes she's revealing something huge, and she's not going to stop anytime soon. The drama between her and the Carters isn't going away, and it's only getting bigger. What do you think will happen next? Will Jay-Z and Beyonce finally respond, or will Jaguar keep pushing forward with her story? So, okay. I, the tension is building, and we're all watching closely to see how it plays out. After her interview, Jaguar Wright seemed to get a major confidence boost, but not in a good way. Right after, she went on social media and started making even bigger claims about Jay-Z. She said she had dirt on him that could destroy his career and accused him of assaulting her. But here's where things really get messy. During a live stream with Storm Monroe, Jaguar made those serious allegations about Jay-Z. However, when YouTuber AT2 later asked her about it, she completely changed her story and denied ever accusing him of anything like that. This sudden flip has left fans scratching their heads. What's really going on here? Is Jaguar telling the truth, or is she just stirring up drama? The back and forth is leaving everyone confused, and it's hard to tell where the story will go next. What do you think? Jaguar Wright didn't hold back and accused YouTubers of setting her up. She claimed they edited the live stream to make it seem like she had accused Jay-Z of assault. She was clearly frustrated, saying, "Hello, you know it's me. You're pathetic. And I just want to tell you that the video you played is all chopped up and messed with. That live I did with Essie Berry and Tiffany Haddish, you turned it into a lie. You twisted everything I said to make it sound like I accused him, but it's all wrong." Jaguar is going hard, claiming that the video was manipulated to make her look bad. This only adds more confusion to an already messy situation. So, what do you think? Was the video really edited, or is Jaguar just trying to cover her tracks? The whole thing is getting more intense, and the audience is left wondering what's true and what's just drama. What's your take on this? Jaguar Wright is firing back, saying, "That wasn't in order. It wasn't all together. You took bits and pieces, mixed them up, and twisted everything. But that's okay, because the story stars trying to spread about me accusing Sean Carter. That's not true. The person who did that to me wasn't Sean Carter. His name was Trevor Green. He never said Sean Carter. No, that was all edited. You didn't show the full video. And don't worry, Storm sent me the clip himself." So, did Storm edit it too? It's clear Jaguar is really upset, and she's claiming that the video was manipulated to tell a different story. Now, it's leaving everyone wondering what's true and what's been changed. Is she right about the edits, or is she just trying to change the narrative? And the drama keeps unfolding, and it's getting harder to figure out who's telling the truth. What do you think? Was the video really chopped up? Or is Jaguar just trying to cover her tracks? The story is getting wild, and we're all waiting to see what happens next. Jaguar Wright is clearly fed up. She said, "You think this is funny, but you're spreading lies. This video came from Storm's channel, but I called him out during my live. Maybe you should check out my live where we went over all of this. And honestly, I'm not worried about you striking me. You're going to get hit with a strike anyway for sharing lies. And how can you say Big L is better than Sean Carter? Do you even know what happened on my channel?" She's calling out the misinformation and asking people to check her side of the story. The drama is heating up, and it seems like Jaguar's not backing down. So what do you think? Is she telling the truth about the lies being spread, or is there something more to this? The plot is thickening. The tension's building. This is far from over. What's your take? Jaguar Wright is clearly beyond upset, saying, "Do you even realize what you just did tonight? What you, Star, and all those other liars did? Are you really going to try to make people believe that? I had to go live and tell the real story of what happened to me. I had to be the one to set the record straight. The person who should feel ashamed is the one who actually did this to me, not Sean Carter. His name is Trevor Green, and he kidnapped me more than 4 times. For you to try and link that to Sean is just..." Jaguar isn't holding back, calling out the lies and standing firm in her version of events. She's making it clear that she won't let anyone twist her truth. The drama is heating up, and you can feel the tension. What do you think? Is Jaguar just defending herself, or is there more going on here? The whole situation is getting messier, and it doesn't look like it's going to calm down anytime soon. Let me know what you think. This is a lot to unpack. It's honestly pretty pathetic to try and push someone into suing you for defamation, but as a survivor, I just want to say this. Making someone dig up those painful memories just to prove your lies only shows who you really are. Here's what he actually said in his own words. So what's it going to be? Are you ready to stand up to Jay-Z? Are you really prepared to take him on? The truth is, you have no idea what he's done to me because I have never shared my story with anyone. But maybe it's time to finally speak out. How do you know that better than Big L? Seriously, how can you even be so sure? Let me ask you this. Would you walk up to a stranger on the street and ask them that question? No, right? This is all about what you said on YouTube. But you know what? I would ask a random person because that's exactly what you said on your platform. You said it on mine too. And now you're talking over me. Well, of course I'm talking over you. You're just going in circles. I'm not going in circles though. I'm being straight with you. While you keep jumping to different topics. Why are you laughing? Let's just keep it respectful and stop with the name calling, like fat dummy. What you're doing is victim shaming, and that's not okay. But we're not doing that. You said Jay-Z did horrible things to you, but I never said anything like that about Sean Carter. The truth is out there, and Jaguar has actually said that Jay-Z hurt her. I'm good at keeping secrets, Sean. But here's something I'll tell you for free. I'd rather be with someone who's no longer around than be with you. How do you even know how Jay-Z gets down? Is that from experience, or should I not ask? Don't worry, I'll save that for when I'm on the stand. Oh, and when he takes me to court for defamation, I'll make sure to tell him just how well I know you, Sean. So right there, Jaguar is saying she's willing to get sued. She said, when I go on the stand, I'll tell them everything I know. But now suddenly Jag's backpedaling and doesn't want to get sued. I'm not saying I want her to be sued, but still. She said she was ready to be sued, right? Well, the drama didn't stop there. Jaguar has been all over social media lately, and she just got caught in yet another lie. Recently on Instagram, she claimed she had a conversation with someone from Tony Busby's law firm, the same lawyer representing several of Diddy's alleged victims, including the woman who accused Jay-Z of being one of her abusers. According to Jaguar, this conversation made it sound like Busby's firm was really interested in working with her. There were phone calls about looking into what she was saying, and I know the attorneys were trying to get in touch with you. I don't think they knew exactly how to reach you, though. They did try, but I was just telling your producer that we received an email. It was encrypted and they didn't say who they were, but they left a phone number. The message was pretty detailed and a bit different than usual. So I decided to call. I'm glad I did. Would it be okay if one of our attorneys contacted you? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. The truth is, everything that's been happening to your firm has been happening to my life for the past 15 years because of the Carters. You're right, MH. We're familiar with what you've said, and I know you've been online for a long time talking about it all.